Hello guys, and welcome to a new Regiments video today by me, Vulcan. In this one we're moving on to Stage 6 and Phase 9 of my Silent Serpent warpath. Previously we took an absolute beating from the Americans, and it has left us in a hole. You can see here my BMD2s are completely done, there is nothing left of them. And so we're going to have to spend some of our operational authority to get them back on their feet. And then we have to decide whether or not we want an escort or a meeting engagement. And the escort's going to be up against the Germans, and then the meeting engagement will be up against the Dutch forces. Both of them are going to have really scary leopards. So it's just a matter of which I think we could do better. I think honestly the meeting engagement will probably be the one. So let's just get my troops back on their feet as best we can. As long as I have enough of the BMD2s, we should be okay. So just going to be bringing them back up to like 8, 8, 10, that's fine. We'll get the VDV back as well. I could maybe grab a couple of MI8s, but they haven't really been performing too well. Same with the Mi-24K. I will bring in the Conkers, and I might want to grab my Shilkers as well. Just make sure that they're topped up. Don't really mind about the Kavosticas too much. We'll definitely top up the T-64s, we're going to be using them for sure. And then, do I go BRDM or do we just put more points into these? I think putting more points into the BMD2s is the way to go, and I have 6 left. Okay, cool, that works. Cool. Alright, well, meeting engagement it is. 2 events, nice, we get some allies. Perfect. A group of allied forces will attack an enemy node at the beginning of the phase. That's nice. Alright, let's go to battle. For Silent Serpent, Phase 9, Stage 6 at 11 PM. We're back to night engagement, which is actually potentially a good thing, I think, because it's going to make it harder for them to spot us at a distance, which makes my infantry better. So yeah, let's just see where the points are anyway that we've got to take. So we need to hold Angara, and we need to take Pecora, so that's nice. We can use the troops here quite well on the right hand side. And on the left hand side we've got to take Orca. Okay. We have to start all the way back here, I believe. So let's get some troops down. We're definitely, of course, going for the BMD2s. I'm going to drop 3 BMD2s on the right hand side. We'll use infantry on the left hand side. But these can all head over here to Niemen, even with the T-64s actually as well, and the BRDMs. And then we'll bring in the rest to the left hand side. I'll bring up like the BMD leaders with the MI8s. That'll do. Alright, let's just get things underway. All of these can kind of like fast move over to the right hand side. Nonna. I might bring up the Nonna for the left side. Bring up Gvozdyka for the right. Ilka for the right. I've got one more unit I can bring. Maybe just supply for the left. But I kind of need supply for the right as well. Alright, we're gonna let these land, get my VDV out. Nice. Right, now we're gonna push through towards this objective. And I'm gonna have the BMD2 follow them. Nonna can stay close. I can stay close. Yeah, so I just need some extra supply, really. That's all we're kind of lacking right now. I'm going to try and get my BRDM to kind of move through here. Let's just put them on hold fire, actually. Just crossing the ford. So phase events are playing out, which is the friendly units arriving, so here they come. Actually quite a lot of friendly units. T-72Ms, T-55s, BMP-1s, OT-64s, very nice. Right, we can't see anything with these, which is interesting. Yeah, I can just try and move up a little bit with the BRDM. We'll get the T-64 into the tree line here. But yeah, the idea is to try and get into the edge of the town. So let's just illuminate this. Maybe my BRDM will see something. Okay. That's a Pratt. We'll just hit that with an airstrike. Because otherwise they might dunk my BMDs a little bit. Okay, good. Get over there quickly. Good hit by the Conkers. Beautiful. Good start. Right, none of that's going to help on the defense there. That's fine. Oh, there's like... interesting. Get these unloaded as they continue to push through. Hopefully we can clean out Neiman with them. Taking out the infantry there on the defense. That's good. Let's make sure my supply keeps up. Every time we have a fight, I'm going to want to make sure that I get my VDV topped up again. Just backing these up. Okay, good kills, good kills. I'm hoping the reinforcements help us out here sooner than later.
Zone lost.
Alright, we'll just pull these back. We'll get the supply set up. This unit did take a bit of a beating. It's okay, we'll let that one go back. Big Neyman. P-64s are holding the line there. Yeah, Mezen is a bit of a mess right now. I'll use the Gvozdyka on the Leopards. Do I need the Shulkers? I'll move the Shulker over to the right. What we're going to do is get the supply over to the right at Neiman. Right, let's just top off these VDV squads. They're still 3 out of 3 squads, so we should be able to get 40 men back. Big push coming into Lena. I'd like to kind of do something like this, and then this one maybe go down, but doing them separately I think is a bad idea. So we'll just have them both head towards Ishim. We'll keep the BMD2s close for their HQ radius. Just going to move up the BRDM here to give us some extra eyes. And we'll illuminate in front. Maybe there's something I can do with Su-25 rockets here. We'll keep up with the Nonna just so it has ammo. Since they're all stacked up on top of each other, this could do a lot of damage. Did actually do a reasonable amount. Let's start now pushing up to Pecora. My supply probably should come across here because I'm not sure if there's any infantry or like any enemies on that side. Make sure we're double teaming this infantry. Because we want to try and push across to kill the enemy artillery there. Right, good progress being made. The main thing that I need to worry about is like Angara for the plus 25, obviously Pecora for plus 20, and then Oka here. If I can take out those artillery units, that would be great. Notice actually just increased in veterancy, which is fantastic as well. We're doing a pretty good job here. Like with the allies to back us up, things are going relatively well. We're going to actually come up behind this infantry, which is great, but the mortars are aiming so fast. Make sure we move out of the way.
Zone captured.
Yeah, that's really tough for us right now. That's another unit of infantry or something coming up that hill. Alright, Pecora will be ours. Let's get the supply right up behind them. They are in place, which is good. And they will entrench soon. Once they're entrenched, that'll be really good. See if I can move up the supply and just top them up. And then we can get the VDV to run across in the meantime to help out. So once Pecora is taken, hopefully these will all shift to Mustar. We do need as much operational authority as we can get.
Zone captured.
Not ideal having them out in the open like this, the supply, but I want to try and top these guys off as quickly as possible. Okay, if I can get them back to 40 men, that'll be huge. Especially at the veterancy they're at. Good. Alright. Supply should top those guys up. We'll keep my T-64s further back. Okay, nice, but not so nice, because we're getting hit from quite far away there, actually. Gotta keep the squads alive. Gonna run away with these. Let's do rally. That's like the full brunt of a counter attack coming in. It's really, really tough. If I can let them retreat, that would be the way to do it. I don't think I can get away with these ones though. This might die as well. Oh, come on, get out. Please get out. Like one guy there. If they can get out, we remain with 3 squads. Ah, they're getting destroyed. It's really rough. Okay, anyway. Time to go capture Musta. We'll keep the BRDMs close. Kind of just wheeling across with this force anyway, so maybe it'll be okay. We've lost forces on Davina. One of the VDV did manage to retreat, but we're down to 2 squads of each. Let's just retreat the Gavos together, haven't really been very useful, neither of the Shoka. And then what I can do is push up to Mizan and Ishim. We did kill quite a lot of stuff with that initial engagement. Go artillery elimination, just like this. Use the BRDM to spot them. So the 2 BMDs here, we'll sort of drive them up, put them into the trees, and then we can like attack move through the trees.
Zone lost.
The B1s have been doing a great job. Be nice when I upgrade them, because they've already got a lot of veterancy. That fire support, ouch. Well, that's big artillery. Okay, so we'll take Musta. Let's just make sure these unload. Let me attack move through with those towards Mizan. My MI8s. A bit worried about AA.
Zone captured.
Hoping the fire support will capture Davina. If not, we can just send like a Malotka unit there. This is really interesting how like our blob's kind of moving around the back there and then there's coming through behind.
Zone captured.
This is a bit scary for the BMDs though. What is that? It's like a company of leopards. That's some cheaters, like the Gepards basically. Kill them off, that would be great. Good, okay, we just killed those in time, so the rockets should hopefully hit the YPR. Although there's AA stopping us in the middle. Ah, that's rough. It did make them fall back, so that's good. We're going to do the same again. We'll bring up the MI8s to push on to Oka. As long as we don't lose Angara, we're okay. My Malutka's actually doing a good job here. We're holding the line with the BMD2, so that's good. They've both dug in, actually, so I'm happy about that. Should be able to use their Conkers to kill anything that's engaging them from a distance. I'll even artillery illuminate in front.
5 minutes remaining.
I don't know if it'd be worth me like pushing one down Try and push across. Right, these can try and get around the side there. Oh wow. That's no fun. That's a lot of enemies surrounding my BMDs. When they retreat, I'm not even going to be able to hit anything. You know, they're just going to get slaughtered. I didn't leave anything on the right to really hold the line there. Let's drive over to the right as quickly as we can. We'll leave the BMD2s at Mezen to capture this. We're currently running on Ishim, but we can't see what's against us, so let's go and get into the trees.
Zone lost.
Need to break line of sight here.
Zone captured.
I mean, we can take the winner. His orders under threat. Let's just try and move up to Angara. It's been a very interesting dynamic fight. I'm not sure I'm going to get Orca. Ooh, especially not if we bump into them like that. It's rough. If I can conserve a bunch of troops, then it will allow us to kind of spend on upgrades next time around. So we'll let the BMD like fire to the flank there, that's nice.
Zone captured.
Great damage. Great damage. Really, really good. This one's struggling, but it'll be alright. Very nice. Oh, we lost Picora. They did go to Picora. That's not good. We're going to end up with nothing after all this. I feel like we played it relatively well in the end, but just didn't really get the objectives. So that's really tough.
1 minute remaining.
We don't get there in 1 minute. We maybe get to Orca, but there's going to be defense here. If we can take like a lot of points, I guess, and then play off the fact we have operational authority for the next phase, that might be the way to do it instead. Oh, we've been shot in the back there because the T-64s aren't facing. Yeah, that's a tough one. Real tough one. Okay, for 540 victory points. Really good KD for us. Like 59 dead, 247 dead. It felt like it was going okay. I just didn't put enough effort into those objectives. I should have held at the objectives and just let the AI continue pushing forwards, I think. That would have been the way to do it. All right, let's move on to the next phase. So we have 184 operational authority. We do still have decent numbers of stuff, which is nice. So what I'm going to do is maybe I will finally upgrade the T-64s so we get Su-25s with clusters. That's going to be very handy. It also makes the quad stickers a lot more usable. So we'll put the points into that. And I'm going to grab the VDV back because we're still going to be able to push on the left side with the VDV. For the BMDs, it may be worth restoring them. We'll definitely top off those ones. Yeah, let's just do it where we can. My supply also got hit again. Okay, that'll do. Let's go to events. Repair, depot, damage. Refitting, retreated, or destroyed platoons will take much longer. Okay, that's not so bad. Because as long as we use supply properly, we should be okay. But we're moving on to phase 10, stage 6 at 6 AM. So we still got illumination going on, which is nice. I don't know if I can move these into a different position, but it would be kind of nice if we could. Yeah, looks like we're kind of just working from where we were. Okay. Let's bring the BMDs over. So what we'll try and do this time around is I'll focus much more on just holding the objectives. So Angara, Pakora, and so on. So how am I going to do that on the right, on the left? We'll probably bring the T-64s over to the right again. I could probably drop my infantry here into Pakora. The difficulty with this one is there's not really many places where you can actually put your troops because all these big buildings, you can't use them as cover. You can see like the X on them. Like these ones you can, but they're too far forward, so they're going to take too much fire. So I'd need to be quite far back. I could probably like hide on the back side of this. Yeah, it's a difficult one to defend that, but see how we get on. Let's move my Malyutkas over to the right hand side. And then do I want to bring in the Gvozdikas this time? I think the Nonos are good. We'll bring them back up. We'll get the BRDM over to the right hand side. Just unpause it. VDV will do their job here. We'll bring up the other one to help out. Alright, how go the BMD2s? They're having a bad time. They gotta back up. Alright, so there is a bunch of friendly forces again, which is nice. Gotta wait for the BMDs, so it's gonna take like a minute for the BMDs to come back. What we'll do in the meantime is I'll just kind of come back to this spot. Put these on hold fire. Need supply to catch me up on this side. So these VDV are going to be basically facing off against the brunt of the enemy at close range. So we're just going to have them like dig in like this. I am going to bring in my 4 Gvozdikas. So now we have 4 of them, they're going to be a lot more effective. Anytime a unit stops to fire, can help engage those. Especially when they like stop in a point like that, we can engage them quite easily.
Zone lost.
So I'm just waiting on the BMD2s. We do need to make sure that we don't lose Angara throughout this. We're hitting the infantry there nicely with the Gvozdyka. Big hits actually from the Gvozdyka. My supply needs to move like this, and then we have PDV there, PDV here.
Zone captured.
And the BMD can move over to Ishim and move put pressure on Lena. And we'll keep the HQ unit here to buff those VDV. Ooh, that's not good. Back it up, back it up, back it up. Oh, this is really bad news. Is my supply gonna get there in time? Probably not. The fact that I couldn't see them in time really messed me up there. Right, we can hope that we can entrench in time, otherwise I'm screwed. Right, they didn't take Angara. We can move over to Neman. Okay, good hit. Let's get the cluster in, maybe. There's high risk. They dig in. They're 64% entrenched. Also good. They're really having to like hold out here. Big time. Other VDV are trying to come in and help. The air defense threat is high because oh, there's another one there. Okay. The difficulty we have is like retreating these is just really bad. It doesn't work. Because they'll run into the enemy. Like that, so I'm in a bit of a tough spot there. Just gonna move away. Hopefully break line of sight. We don't lose the rest of these. They killed that off. Not much I can do about that. We'll go for BMD2s now then, since those are dead. Or airborne units. Did not make it.
Zone lost.
Работаем. Бронебойный. Танк. 1000. Слышу хорошо. Прием. Выполняю.
Good hits. If those VDVs stay alive and I can get the supply to them, we can capture that back behind them.
Пути.
I think I might want to make air patrol that unless they can shoot them down.
Zone captured.
Слушаю. Работаем.
We'll get the Nonnas back up to support the BMDs, because we're just going to have these kind of push through like this. And once Mezzin's clear, we can use the Nonnas to cap that, whilst the others continue pushing forwards.
Взвод на связи.
Pecora is ours. Let's just have these stay defensive. And we'll run across to Zora. Take that. Guess I could, in theory, take that with the tanks instead.
Хорошо. Прием.
Zone captured.
Понял. Под огнем. Прием. Под огнем. Слушаю.
There's a real big chance here that the BMD2s just get ripped at close range. Oh nice, we bumped into something there, but they got wrecked. T-64s did a good job. So I've now got 3 of those. So they're able to hold the line quite nicely.
Взвод на связи.
It looks like the majority of their forces probably came across to Divina.
Zone lost.
Служу Советскому Союзу.
These should be dug in.
Zone captured.
And I might try and get some supply over here.
Готовы. Пути. Приказы.
Kind of like working in the cover right now. Just trying to sneak up without bumping into these heavy tanks. There's so many tanks.
Готовы.
So I've got the Gvozdyka ready to help out if needed.
Принял. Выполняю. Слушаю.
So close. It looks like Mezzin's clear-ish.
Понял.
Move up to Ishim.
Приказы.
Right, get the VDV back on their feet and capture this.
Слушаю. Вижу цели, прием.
Oh, we'll do artillery elimination here just so that these have more effectiveness.
Бьют нас, прошу поддержки. Приказ понятен. Несем потери.
Oh, my T-64s. Ouch.
Взвод на связи. Дайте помощь, в слотах немерено.
2 rockets.
По квадрату отработаем.
Good target from artillery. Oh, what killed the Nonnas? Like enemy artillery, maybe.
Квадрат накрыт, цели поражены. Слышу хорошо, прием.
We'll stop the supply here first.
В точке, прием.
Zone captured.
Слушаю.
Right, that's the objectives captured.
Приказ понятен.
I'm hoping that I can land the MI8s and capture this. That might have been the big off map actually, but let's land to the Nonnas there. Big attack in the middle.
Слушаю.
Very big attack. Nice veterancy though here for the BMD2s.
Zone captured.
And hopefully these stand idle enough for us to fix them up. That would be nice. Okay, and then I want to cluster, sorry, rocket the YPRs here.
Ведем огневой бой.
Oh, they're coming across. They're coming. They're coming. See if I can save the supply at least.
Пустую отработали. Цели.
5 minutes remaining.
Понял, отходим, отходим. Встретил противника. Не удержимся. Прием, не удержимся. Пути.
Okay, the VDV-18 needs to move up on the left there.
Готовы.
Supply is gonna survive. There's always like a Gepard or something with them, so it's making it very difficult to get these airstrikes through.
Zone captured.
Принял, выполняю.
But usually the airstrikes would be the way that I'd be able to deal with an abundance of heavy tanks, because now I have cluster especially. It should be the way, but it's very difficult. I'm being a little bit aggressive here. I mean, we might lose Angara though. Really don't want to lose that. Once I get my supply back online,
Будет сделано.
maybe we can hit that from the back.
Приказы.
Because it's going to take me, what, 3 minutes to get tanks ready to go again anyway, so we don't really have reinforcements available.
Zone lost.
We're at least taking Leno. We might be able to take Divina afterwards. Taking these points was also increasing the amount of time we have.
Взвод на связи.
But I'm kind of feeling like going for Muster as well might not be a bad idea.
Так точно. Слушаю.
Zone captured.
We'll hit that unit with the artillery anyway.
Приказывай.
Oh, interesting. It's like a defensive unit, like right behind us.
Служу
Oh, that's
Советскому
okay.
Союзу. Взвод на связи. Приказ понятен.
See if I can get some rockets onto these.
Координаты получены. Внимание, противник. Слышу хорошо, прием.
That's got parts in the way.
Принял, выполняю.
Never mind.
Квадрат пустой, прием.
Just gonna like fast move into the back of Angara so we can cap it.
Взвод на связи. Обстреливают взвод. Понял.
I'm gonna sit on the backside here and unload.
Zone lost.
I will leave this one here.
Прием. Приказы.
If I lose this order, I don't mind. But I want to make sure we have Angara before it ends.
Работаю. Принял. По квадрату отработаем.
We'll do a cluster there anyway.
Zone captured.
Слышу хорошо, прием. Есть.
1 minute remaining. Zone lost.
Alright, we've taken Angara. Cluster came through. Good, 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 good. Huge cluster.
Прием.
Oh, my BMPs though. I didn't realize that was mine. I thought it was part of the AI.
Нужна конкретная и быстрая помощь.
No, we've got Pagoda, we've got Angara, we've got Oka. 30 seconds remaining. We should be good. Would have been nice to hold this because it's plus 45, but I think that's about the best we can ask for, especially with the amount of tanks that we're up against. There's so many forces.
Слушаю.
So many forces.
Понял.
Really need to like get a bit of a bigger army going. Okay, 8 seconds. This was like an operational success. It could have been better on the points, I think, but yeah, victory points wise, that was really good. Also, I guess in terms of dead and wounded, we did pretty well as well. Yeah, second time round that went much better than the first time. Because the first time I definitely neglected the victory points, which I shouldn't do, because in this warpath, like getting to 605, it's going to be really hard. Next time we're going to be up against the British, so that's going to be a bit of a change. and we only have 184 operational authority. That's actually okay. I mean, as you can see, we have somewhat recovered our forces over those 2 phases. It just would have been nice to get a bit more victory points out of the first phase. Yeah, cool. I could probably upgrade these again, so they're T-64B1s with like 5 in a squad. That would be really nice for 90 points. And then we really need to get the Yurongwai upgrade at some point, so that we can get some T-80UDs on top of that. That would be really, really useful. Yeah, anyway, been fun. And yeah, thoroughly enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys did too. I'll be back for the next phase of Silent Serpent soon enough. But that's all. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.